Legion, and welcome to the J360 Mini Bites here on J360 Radio, hosted by J.M. Brady. I am your host, J.M. Brady. Let's get into it.
Hey, how's it going? A little bit of humor there, y'all. It is R&D Month, and I am J-Man, of course. And you are on the J360 Mini Bites for episode 210. And let me just tell you this, we are really climbing up the ladder with this stuff right now. I am very happy to let you all know that 3 J360 TV shows are on the rise of coming back. I can't tell you what they are yet because they are coming in full swing, so I'd rather you get hit with that nice surprise. So I'm not going to tell you the names of them and all that jazz. Though if you were astute and you've been here long enough, you would know. But yeah, so far so good, guys, and yeah, just steadily building it as we go, and then not to mention you're going to see some of them run on the Facebook page as promised, at least before we get to next month's big event, because Gemiversary will finally be in full swing. Gemiversary 2024, that is, the fourth one, and like the close of season 4 of J360 Jams. And in case any of y'all are wondering, will there be a season 5? You're just going to have to stay tuned. But I will tell you this much. Let me just throw you a bone. J360 TV will have J360 Jams TV. Yep, it's coming back in a big way. Episode 8 is actually going to be in Gemiversary this year. So those of you that have music videos, please email them to j360jams@gmail.com. That way, so you'll be in consideration. I'm a little bit more lenient with that than I am with the radio show, because the radio show is a lot more constant, whereas the TV show, you know, videos take time to make, and I know some of y'all are still trying to get those perfect vids out there so that we can all listen to your great music and all. So I am not so hardline with that one. But as far as like the radio show, same thing matters. 2 tracks to play, and then not to mention, it is Jams Week this week. Yup, Jams 91 is on deck. As a matter of fact, Friday we are jumping in. We are having ourselves a good time like we did the last 90 episodes. And from the way that the playlist is shaping up right now, it's looking like it's going to be another knockout as well. So, yes, Friday belongs to Jams again this coming Friday at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern. So, adjust for time and wherever you are. We are worldwide these days. So, wherever you know that the shows may land for you, you know, adjust for that. You can tune in live if you want to, or you can come in a little bit later, download the show to your convenience off of any of the podcast outlets around here. J360 is everywhere. Yeah, for real. Like, I love how J360 Radio is growing. And if I sound a little bit different on the mic tonight, that's because I'm using all of my on-the-road equipment right now. That's right, a whole new setup right here for, like, road shows and all. Uh-huh. Stepping it up, baby, stepping it up. And my new mic is not too shabby, I would say. I mean, it better not be all the money I paid for it. Shit. But yeah, all in all, though, things are shaping up, transforming, becoming better than what it is. And, you know, like, I should always have the ability to do these things. And I'm stepping it up with that, you know. I remember, like, the first time we had a little bit of a road show. That's when I first got my tablet. And I did a J-Man episode on it. It was like J-Man 25, I want to say. Man, if I didn't just cruise around through Dover with that. Shoot, I could have went all the way up to Philly, but, you know, like I said, I was cruising around like hometown, home state, and all that jazz. You know, down here in the 302 repping. But, you know, like, it just felt really cool, and I wanted to see how far I could go with broadcasting it. And I went pretty good, I'd like to say. So, just had to stay on the beat. And then not to mention, you know, a lot of y'all were like, hey, when are we going to go ahead and do certain shows that you talked about? Well, like I say, it's due time, right? That's what all of this R&D is about. That's why R&D Month is very important. And also why we had to go to the alternative schedule this week to get things started on Wednesday. Monday and Tuesday, I was busy, y'all. I had to make sure everything worked. I had to make sure, like, all of my wiring and all that stuff was still on point. What needed upgrades here, what needed to be fixed over there. And, of course, you know, all of the practical stuff was already taken care of. But I am going to need to go ahead and get me some more light diffusers, and not to mention, like, some, what was it? Oh, yeah. You gotta get some more green screen paint and shit. But yeah, I got some things that need to be taken care of, and all in all, like, we are just gonna go ahead and knock out things for the rest of the year. And then, not to mention, I have another assignment in the middle of all this stuff for, event videography. So, yeah, it never ends. But you gotta be about that side hustle. You gotta go about those things, and you gotta make stuff count. And then, not to mention, I've also realized that I missed Mother's Day a little bit. So shout outs to all of the moms out there who are holding it down, doing what they do right by their kids. To hell with all the moms that are over there trying to use their kids for Insta fame and all that other stuff. I don't give a damn about y'all. But the ones that really represent motherhood and parenting, always. Just like in June, I'm going to say it right here before I really upset you, because I don't give a damn if you're upset anyway. But happy Father's Day to all the fathers that are holding it down and doing the best they can in this world. For real, for real. We all deserve that equal share. I'm telling you that right now. And as much as I'd like to go at people about these things, it is not the J-Man show, so we're going to keep on going. But yeah, special shout outs to those that are, responsible and living their lives and doing what they got to do. Because all this stuff that's going on in the world nowadays, you just wonder how much of it is a real problem, how much of it is a problem that they're trying to make you think is a problem, and how much of it is just people complaining, But once again, that's stuff for the J-Man show, so I got to keep on going. Also, isn't it graduation week or so, right? A lot of schools have, told the kids to get the hell out, or in other words, give them their blessing to jump into the world. So some people are going to be joining the workforce and all that jazz, right? Right? So, special shout outs to those who have graduated, who have made it, who have actually got their GED. That you are not forgotten. You're included as well. Education is very important, and how you get it and how you apply it. So, yeah, it's just a crazy time, but like life comes at you fast and you got to grab by the horns, you got to do the best you can, but take your time too. I think people forget about all that taking your time and stuff because, well, if you think about what they get their mass media and all that stuff from, I'm here to tell you, don't be in a rush. Just really take your time, do the best you can, make life livable for you. All right? That'll be my graduation speech for you all. Because I know a lot of people have said certain things that made you go, what the hell, and all this other stuff. But, I can at least give you a little bit of a boost right there. So that's for all of y'all going out here and doing what you got to do. It's a new day for you. As for me, myself, I'm still riding through, coasting, and, I'll be honest with you. A lot of this stuff for R&D Month can be it can take some time. But I'm happy to see it. Like, it really makes you know that you know what you have and you understand what your work is and all. And never be afraid to experiment and create stuff. Which is why, like, whenever, like, people tell me that they're doing things for jams or if they're having a hard time with certain things, I'm like, just keep at it, Like, here's the thing. Pace yourself, figure it out, and then we'll see where we go from there. It's just like how I'm about to handle this whole Instagram nonsense. Yeah, I've noticed that my Instagram polls have been kind of, well, either non-existent or existent at different moments. And I was like, you know what? This is cool and everything, but let me go ahead and hit them where it hurts. Let me go ahead and really upset people. We're going into visual medium on this one. So I decided to take J360 TV and give it its own spot. Now, needless to say, I'm about to have a hell of a lot of time doing this right here. It's going to be wild. Is it going to be a bit much? I don't know, but I want to see what happens. And so far, it's not disappointing. Everything's having a good time over there. So it makes me wonder about the other channel and all that jazz. Will one replace the other? I'm not saying, and I'm not letting... I can neither confirm nor deny. But what I'm saying is I'm looking to see, like, how Instagram will stall a page and at the same time push a page. You see what I'm saying? So it's one of those kind of things. And if anything, like, at least I'm doing something about the problem and laughing at it, while, like, a lot of people are sitting there freaking out, complaining, whining. And I can understand that. I mean, like, some of y'all make, like, your main income from Instagram in some way. And me, on the other hand, fuck Zuckerberg, okay? I'll say that loud and clear. And the same thing goes for Twitter, too. Like, I have a spot over there with a J360 TV on Twitter as well. So it's like, it just is what it is. But right now, I'm like this. Social media works for me. I don't work for social media. You understand? Whatever content I put up there, you either like it or you don't. And if you don't like it, that's your business. But I'm going to go ahead and post that stuff anyway because I'm not here to please people like that, you know? Whereas I'm already working with clientele, I'm already doing quite a lot with other people and stuff. And, you know, I'm changing it up because life changes. You're going to have to change things around a little bit. So I want a lot of y'all out there who are still set in your ways about things. If it ain't working for you, you may have to retweak that plan a little bit. But if it is working for you, then the hell with what I just said, right? Yeah. But you know, like, here's the thing. Don't be on threads crying and bitching and moaning. Don't be on threads having a Yuletide moment with your friends and you're all being depressed about art. Art is changing. You change with it. Just a little bit. All right? Oh, speaking of my whole thing about threads, I already said what I need to say about threads. It is the new circus. It is bullshit. Just like Twitter is and all that stuff. You realize that Twitter's problems wasn't always Elon Musk. Twitter's problem was always entitled people. And not to mention rampant stupidity. So it is all over there on threads now. And I happily, well, you can't ever delete your account. But what I happily did was, I ain't fooling with it. I am not even giving a damn about it. I'm just looking at that and I'm like, you know what? To hell with it. If you really want to see me and stuff like that, you can see me on the J360 TV socials, or you can see me on the J360 production socials. That's all we need to know about that. And if anything, it's supposed to help the brand grow, but I got bigger ideas and stuff, you know? Some that are just too big for the same old outlets. Which reminds me, some people asked me about Discord the other day. The J360 Discord will always stay there. Matter of fact, it will always be a place for the community. It'll always be a place for people that want to talk and enjoy themselves. Or, you know, like, because I'm there from time to time. I'm, like, right there. You know, anytime y'all want to say something. You know, so it doesn't bother me if you say, oh, I see that the server's not active. Well, stupid. That's because I'm still working on it. Do you ever think about that? I have goals, I have plans, and don't you worry, if I did not take the time to get rid of it, that means it's part of it, doesn't it? Put two and two together a little bit. And I'm only saying that to not my fans, because my fans know. My fans have an idea. But I say that to a lot of those out there who have to make those little 2-cent remarks. And trust me, those are very, very expensive prices for very weak-ass thoughts. I'll tell you that right now. So, you know, got to stay on my beat, got to keep on doing what I got to do, and I hope you all enjoy, like, the content that you're getting in addition to your schedule that's coming up this week. As we did start on Wednesday this week, the same rules still apply. You have the mini bites happening right now. You have the J-Man Show 336 coming tomorrow, and then the day after you have, of course, Jams 91. Now, as for Saturday, we will see. You're just gonna have to stand by and see if it pops up or not, but I like to think Sunday will be the experimental day, and that'll be at 12 o'clock p.m. in the afternoon. So if you're not busy, you know, check out facebook.com/J360 Productions at 12 o'clock p.m. in the afternoon to see something cool. Okay? Yep, just letting you all know how things are going. But like I said, I love my fans, and I love the people that always come in and enjoy the content and really respect what I do. But I do need to tell you all this. One special thing. If you have creators that you love and that you always want to stay in step with them and everything, I'll tell you how you can help them out without worrying about the algorithm. Subscribe to them on the various channels that they have. Take the time to subscribe to them, you know? You can subscribe here on J360 Radio. This is where you'll get the new J360 Radio lineups and stuff. The subscription button is important at that case. You know what I'm saying? That way, so nobody has to track you down and all that jazz. Or go ahead and be like, hey, this is my link. Did you see it? You would know if you subscribed. And I think a long time ago, I think YouTube messed up the idea of subscriptions and stuff. But you guys know better, right? So I don't necessarily have to tell you that again, right? But hey, all in all, though, I got to get on out of here. But that's how you really help out the creators. But until then, take care of yourselves. This is J-Man signing off. Peace.